Hello again, fellow podcaster, and welcome back to Pod Theory. I'm your host, Jason Sircone, and today I'm sharing the biggest reason why you need to be active in your communities. Regardless of what type of community environment you choose to build for your podcast or choose to be a part of for your overall marketing and promotional efforts, and I'm talking things like social media, YouTube, your email newsletter, Clubhouse, these are just a few of them that you can participate in. It's incredibly important that you be an active member of these communities. The opportunities that can be found within these communities is very, very powerful, and it could literally change the face of your brand. And the coolest part about being active in these communities is this. All it requires is you geeking out about your favorite subject. It's an extension of your podcast, and it's going to allow you to take things to a new level. One of the biggest things podcasters struggle with is not growing fast enough, or the illusion that they need to be growing faster than they actually are. For whatever reason, and I don't know where this information came from, but most podcasters think thousands of downloads should just fall in their lap and should just happen. And that's not the case. I'm sure that's what you've experienced too. Even if you bring an established audience to your new podcast with you, it still takes time. Why? Because some of those people may not be podcast listeners. Sure, they may enjoy your content on social media or on YouTube or whatever network that you've established a connection with them on, but they never really got into podcasts. And that's not to say that they won't, or that your show won't be the catalyst for them becoming a podcast addict, but growing your show fast is out of your control. The only things you can control are the value and consistency of your content and the actions you take to add value to others. And at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about. Your podcast is designed to bring value to other people's lives, right? Whether it be through entertainment, through education, through commentary, through the insights that you provide, or a combination of all of those factors and many more, your end goal should be for every listener to walk away from each episode better than when they found it. The more you keep your attention focused on doing that, the more engaged listeners you'll retain. And as those listeners begin to spread the word, even more listeners will begin to listen to your show. I mean, just the other night, I was hanging out with a friend and I recommended 3 different podcasts that she should listen to. This is the power of impactful content. So taking this approach to the community landscape, being active in said communities only raises your stock in the eyes of your audience members. Plus, it allows you to find new listeners that can find value from your show. Not from pulling out a megaphone and screaming, "Listen to my podcast" at the top of your lungs, but from providing genuine value to the people's questions and comments and the concerns that they bring to the group setting. Through everything, on every conceivable level, people want to interact with other people. That feeling is even stronger now considering we've spent the last year and change with minimal human contact. Now, each person may choose to communicate on various platforms, but the end result is the same. One person helping another. It's what life is all about. And if you're that resource for people, they're naturally going to gravitate to you for more. You don't have to hard sell anyone. Just join the conversation. Contribute your thoughts, provide solutions. Be the person that makes someone say, "Damn, this guy or gal knows their shit." When you captivate someone to that degree, their natural instincts will lead them to find out how else you can impact them. And when they discover that you have a podcast, congratulations, you've just earned yourself a new listener. The biggest reason you need to be active in your communities is the opportunities that await you. And who knows what those opportunities may be? It could be getting new listeners, as I just discussed. It could be someone who wants to collaborate with you on your show. It could be a potential customer for your business. It could be someone who's like-minded and just wants to connect with you to share ideas. Any and all of those possibilities are pretty awesome, but you'll never experience any of them if you're not actively contributing to the conversations taking place in that community setting that you're a part of. Now, you may be thinking that you have to dedicate a ton of time to make this work, but you don't. Start small. Block off 20 to 30 minutes a day and dedicate that time to just talking with others in your community. That's all. Give those community members the value that they seek. Not only will you get that value in return, you'll live each day knowing that you made an impact on someone's world. And whether it grows your podcast or not, that's a damn good feeling to have when you lay your head down on the pillow at night. And with that, episode 121 of Pod Theory is closed. If you pulled some significant value from today's show, please share your thoughts with the world. Hop over to Apple Podcasts, drop a 5-star rating, and leave a review that lets everyone know why they need to be listening to Pod Theory too. Good talk. I'll see you back here tomorrow. This has been Jason Sircone on Pod Theory.